Good evening. Oh, I'm so excited to be here this evening. I had an amazing day today. It, you know, Sometimes you get up and you think, what possibly could make this day any better? I got up. Well, that's a start. But today I had an opportunity to invite a fellow big dog over. And I won't tell their name. I don't tell people's names because I don't have permission. But we had a great time today. We sat and we watched real estate videos. I know. Excitement beyond belief. And they're a new big dog. And you're like, what is a big dog? Well, a big dog is a real estate group that I'm a member of, a network that I'm a member of, and I've been a big dog for 3 years now, and I'm starting to see where okay, this is where I fit. I said something about that this morning that had I been like other big dogs and I had just gotten out there and found the right person and everything had just worked out and everything was fine and dandy and hunky dory and woo, then I wouldn't have needed to um, rely on the Lord as much after Robert passed as I have to. And which I think, hindsight's always 2020, and it's always, oh, okay. It wasn't fun going through all that because I couldn't see past the moment that I was in, but I trusted God through those times. And I remember when I became a big dog. Oh gosh, it was January of 23. I joined with a couple other friends of mine. Well, actually, with my road husband and his wife. Um, and we joined together. And I just knew that that was going to be the thing that I wanted to do was I was going to go out and get real estate and I was going to be this everything that everybody told me that I could be. But you know what? That was not my path. That just wasn't my path because, like I said, I jumped out and did it and said, well, come on, Robert, let's do this together. And he said, you didn't ask me. So I started on a path down on a path by myself. And I had to find myself during that time. And I had Robert's support in that, he, at night, he would, if I didn't cook, he would cook for me and he'd slide a meal in here to where I could have dinner while I was on a meeting or he would take me places and he would do things that husbands do when their wives get in this and they really don't want to, but they want to spend time with their wives. And I'm thankful for those times that he did that. But today, I called the new pup. That's just my terminology for a new big dog. I called the new pup. I'd met her back a few months ago, and she just so special. There's those people that you meet, and there's something about them that it's like, man, there's something special about you. And God just keeps putting us in the path. And so I have this new. It's not really new. It's kind of I have a different training, a new training on tax liens and tax deeds and stuff like that. And I really like that kind of stuff. And so I've called a couple of big dogs that the Lord has just put on my heart to call, and we are slowly getting together at different times and and doing this training. And she got to come over today, and I just felt like there was something more. There's something more. There's something more. And it's time. It's getting to the end of the day. Time for her to leave, and the Lord just started ministering to her. We get in this business, we don't really know what we're doing, but we know that we're supposed to get into it. Don't have a clue. But isn't that faith? In that faith, we take that step. We just take that giant leap of faith that this is it, and it's all going to be great, and it's going to be just the way they say. And until you're on the phone with people who are cussing you out and telling you sure and all kinds of stuff, and basically all you're trying to do is help them, but they turn it around and turn it into something not so pleasant for us. And then you're out there and you're doing this, and if you're doing it alone because you don't really know what to do, you don't know who to reach out to, it's tough. I did ask her, well, I probably shouldn't say that. Well, one man said, just show me your breast and I'll sell you my property. I'm like, that's just disgusting. No deal. Anyway, thankful we don't do business that way. So, just got to minister to her because, when I started off, I would have loved for somebody to have taken me under their wing and said, you're not alone. We're going to get you through this. You can do this. You just one step at a time. Just some words of encouragement. And unfortunately, I kind of fell into, nope, that's not it, Christy. Nope, you don't quite have it. Nope. And it just seemed like everything went negative for me. Was it me doing wrong stuff? Probably. But at the same time, I never got off the ground. And it wasn't until I cried out to the Lord December of 2024 and said, I can't do this. And I really meant, I can't do this. I said, I have to have a partner. I have no more money to put into a business that I've been pouring money into just to keep it from sinking and me going under with it. I can't do this. And it was during that time that the Lord started talking to me about partnership. Partnership's a lot more than what people think it is. Partnership is being in union and communion with each other. It's thinking ideas that take each other forward. Union is having the same thoughts. I mean, they don't have to be identical thoughts, but you got to be on the same ground. I have a partner that I work with, and I have to say, he is so amazing. He just, the way that he does business and stuff, it's like, I cannot wait to do business with you, more business with you, because I just like the way it's done. Everything is, all the ducks are in a row and they just don't seem to get out of alignment. And I'm using that word, it's kind of funny because that's my word for this year is alignment. And the Lord had to get work on me and get things going in me so that I could get to this point of alignment. I had to spend a year, thankfully, I had to spend a year with the Lord, um, learning what partnership is. And partnership is saying, I'm not going to make a decision without you. So I have these sheets that I write things on that just remind me of what I'm doing for the week. And at the top of them, I write notes, just reminders for me. And there, some of them are questions. And one of them is, what are we doing today, Daddy? God, what are we doing today? That's union and partnership. That's me, this partner, asking him, that partner, what are we doing today? Ultimately, his plans are always better than mine. So I'm always going to find out, what are your plans? Robert used to tease my oldest daughter. He'd say, what's your plan? And, and she'd say, oh, what's your plan? So um, it was just always funny. They would just tease each other back and forth. But yeah, just asking him, what's your plan today? What's our plan? Not just your plan. What's our plan? Here's your part. What's my part in this? And then working with him throughout the day to do what he plans to do. And the other part is expect miracles daily. I expect miracles daily because he I know that he provides miracles daily for me. I'm sure he does for you too. And some people would say, no, he doesn't. Well, maybe you're not looking for them. If you're looking around with a negative attitude, you will not see the miracles of God. This morning, when I made three phone calls, I 3 phone calls. I found out that everything that was on my list for me to do, he'd already done. I'm like, wow. Uh, I hadn't even started my day yet, real good yet, but it was already done. And so I just kept moving on and moving on. And then I got the idea from him to call this big dog, or little pup, as she calls herself. And I said, hey, do you want to come over and let's do real estate stuff together? She's like, I'd love to. When? I'm like, now. So yeah, she came over and then we sat here. We drank some strong coffee. I am wide awake, y'all. Ooh, I am wide awake now. We drank some strong coffee. We had conversation. We talked about real estate. We watched real estate. We learned new stuff, and then we just let the Lord lead us from there. And then the third question that I have at the top of this is, Lord, what do you want to be for me today? What or who do you want to be for me today? And you're like, what do you mean by that? And she even asked me this when I told her this. She said, you mean, oh yeah, we just want to do this will. I was like, no, listen to the question. What do you want to be for me today? Last year, he just kept saying, partner, partner with me, Christy, partner with me, partner. And I'm like, okay. Show me what partner is. And he did. And he still does every day. And I'm learning more and more about it every day. And I'm excited to be a partner with the Lord, especially in business, because who has a better business mind than me? He does. um, but right now, when I ask him, who do you want to be for me today? He says, friend. I'm like, okay, friend. And I read here recently that friend in Hebrew means family. And I'm excited about that. So he doesn't want to just be friend. He wants to be family to me. And my personal family life is not, it's not the smoothest. I, I did go see my son on Valentine's Day. It went as well as I thought it would. Probably a little better. Um, I still have one daughter that doesn't talk to me yet. But see, that's that last word. Yet. It's that last word. Yet. And and the thought just came to me. Well, what if she's like so and so and never does talk to you? That's not anybody else's business. So lies like that try to come to me, I just tell them shut up. The word is yet. The key word. I have promises from God that my children will return to me. They're not going to return to me to be my children because they don't need me in a children capacity. We're at an age right now that they just need love. My mother and I never lived together until now, and I'm not at a point in my life that I need a mother, maybe, but it's more that I just need her here. I need her presence here, and I need to hug her, and I need to be hugged by her. This morning, I didn't bring enough water for this, but oh well. This morning I was crying. Just something about Robert just really came over me, and I was really crying. And she was like, she just came over just to hug me. I don't remember what it was. It's like I feel like he's slipping away from me. He's not. But maybe I'm growing. Maybe. But he'll always be in my heart. He's in my mind. I need to quit crying. uh, but you get to a point in your relationship with your parents, you don't need them as parents so much as you just need them as friends. And that takes me back to who does God want to be for me today? My friend. He wants to be part of my. He wants to be my family, and he wants me to take others in and treat them as friends, as family, to love on them the way that he wants to love on them. And so I'm thankful that this big dog and I had some time together, that we got to talk and find out. And oh gosh, yeah, it's so funny. She I said, so what's going on? And she was saying, I don't this, I don't that, I don't this, I don't that. And I said, this is what I hear. Don't. I don't. I said, I know that noise. Because mom was, I don't, I can't, I don't. And I didn't have anybody to tell me, turn that around. I said, so this is the advice that I have for you. She's looking at me like this, and I said, stop it! And I yelled real loud. Made her laugh. I'm excited it made her laugh. And then we were talking a little while, and later on I said, so what was the advice that I gave you? And she was naming off some things, and I said, what's the most important one? And she was like, stop it! Just to get her laughing. Because joy is important in our lives. Laughter is medicine. And to go out and you want to be a friend to someone, you want to bring laughter and joy to their hearts and to their minds. You want to give them comfort when they need to be comforted and kind of security. I don't know if I'm security to her or what. I don't know if I'm security to anybody. But here's the thing, if I can help her to take it the next step, then I think my job at that moment was done. But it's not going to be just my job at that one moment. It's going to be my job at the next moment and the next moment. And I said, hey, uh, call me. Just don't call me after 9. It's not going to do you any good. I probably won't answer. Well, it won't ring. My phone does not ring at night. But, if you need encouragement, I'll, I'll encourage you. And at the same time, she helped me with something that was just so, it has been perplexing to me to the point I've tried everything I know of and it was to print off a certificate that I needed months ago for court. Now I've got to actually go to court because I didn't have that certificate. Here's the thing. All it was something fit to, let's see, make the certificate fit to print. She found that little thing, clicked on it, did that, printed it, and it's perfect. So see, we both helped each other. Isn't that amazing? And I know she's going to watch because she was subscribing to my channel while she was here. I showed her the one that I recorded earlier today. But yeah, yeah. See, it doesn't. The things that we do in our lives, um, having her come over today, it did more for both of us than I don't know if she knows. So I'm gonna say it. It did good for me because I get tired of sitting here every day working alone every day. I have people on Zoom. I have Zooms and stuff, but it's different to have someone that actually comes in and sits with you and we go over stuff and we learn and we listen and we grow together and I solve your problem, you solve mine. Barrel of monkeys. You got to reach down and pick somebody up and pull them up with you. It did so much for me today because I don't know that I was around anybody yesterday except for just me and Mother. And today I wouldn't have been around anybody but just Mother. Just me and Mother. I need to be around people. We all need to be around other people. Encourage somebody else. If you are sad, go to somebody that's got a smile and ask them, can I have one of those? Let them give you a smile. A smile is the most um, is the most precious thing and the least expensive gift you can give to anybody. And it's an encouragement and it keeps you going. So do those things. Be a friend. Be somebody's family. Give them a smile. Encourage them. Invite them over. Love on them. Let God love on somebody through you, or be loved by God through somebody today or tomorrow or whatever day that you see this. Love is going to do you good. All right. Hey, if y'all like these, would you like, subscribe, and share? I'm learning these things, y'all. Like, subscribe, and share with other people because the more that I get subscribers, the more content I can put on and bring. Because I have lots of stuff to say, even when I think I don't, I end up talking too much. All right, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.